Hello everyone, how's it going? I am back with the message that you need to hear right now. So I know a lot of you guys know I'm a big into protecting feminine energy type of woman. So I think a lot of you guys were just kind of like waiting to hear what I got to say about some of these things. And also on top of it, like even on my main channel, someone said, oh, I can't even think about dating right now. And honestly guys, I've been the same kind of mindset for quite some time now, when I really did realize how much we matter to the masculine energy in our lives. And that's why I became so passionate about talking about, hey, let's drop this twin flame thing. Let's drop the fact that a man's your other half, because I do feel like there's some things going on energetically that it's just not adding up to me, especially if you guys consider someone to be a divine masculine, a protector and provider. I've yet to see a protecting and providing from men on a large scale, and I've connected with a lot of different types of men, and it just seems like they care more about their own self-interest than us. And it's just something that has been generational. It's something that has been taught to them, and that's why I started to heavily talk about, you know, feminism and how it affects you guys every single day. And that's why my readings have kind of gotten to that point where I speak about it, because I've been called to do so. Like, I can't ignore what goes on around me. And I also feel as well, if I'm reading for you guys about a love interest, and I see that he doesn't want to be around you because you make him feel insecure because your successes, or he thinks you're lesser than, or he thinks he's entitled to you and other women, or he thinks he's this and that. Like, I'm seeing that stuff. Like, I have decks that I've channeled, and one of my decks said I'm secretly misogynistic. Like, that was one of my eye openers too, because I've had this deck that I've used, like, you know, personally I wouldn't put that in a deck that I'd used out there, because some people aren't ready to see that type of stuff. But yeah, for how many men that I have read about, and even personally, and it's crazy how much that issue has come up and has rooted a lot of what goes on here, because what has gone on is we've gotten more energetically powerful than men. And I think that we are not able to be controlled in the way that we used to be. And some of these things you guys see going on is going to be like a backlash to that energy, because we don't want to settle for the bare minimum. How are we going to feel safe and comfortable having children in an environment where men are not expected to really protect or provide for us? We're now expected to be working as well. He could do whatever the hell he wants, and yet we're being forced still, but nobody's holding men accountable. If we had the social pressure that women had to fix and change ourselves all the fucking time, if we put that energy on men, the world would be very different. But yet still, all the energy goes on us. If we don't want to do this, do that. If we don't want to be like this, then we got to be like that. And I have thought about this for so long. I have studied mainly social issues. So for those that have been watching me, I've told you guys this, but I don't even watch really psychic readings, tarot card readings. I'm more someone who frequents social issues and feminist issues, because I felt a personal responsibility to teach you guys things that would help empower you. And empowering you is going to help you guys find real authentic love, because it goes full circle, guys, about why I'm here. Love is visions. Yes, I'm a romantic. I believe in love, but how can I love a man that does not see me as his equal? How can I love a man that only wants to protect me because I look the way that he wants me to look, and I act the way he wants me to act? That's why I don't feel like dating anymore, because it just gotten to the point where it's bad, guys. It's very, very bad. Like, and I think that we were brought here to hold men accountable, and that's why you guys are my badass bitches, and you trigger men in the way that you do. You're supposed to be here for this reason, and I just want to keep saying that, because, you know, there's a lot of heavy in the spiritual community. Oh, twin flame, this is my divine masculine, I'm just gonna do and wait around for him, we're gonna lift humanity. You're not lifting humanity by being an apologist for someone that mistreats women, for someone that mistreats you, for someone that doesn't really care about what goes on in the world, for someone that you know, guys, like, and like I always said before, it's not even about politics. And it really rubbed me the wrong way when I started talking about feminism, and some of my patrons like, you're getting too political, I see a divide in the community. I'm like, there shouldn't be a divide in any community, and frankly, I'm not part of any community. I'm here, I'm Alice, I speak what I want to, I'm a real ass fucking person, and if people don't like that, they could kick some rocks, because I am talking about things that I've been divinely guided to see, to experience, to feel. And I feel the collective suffering of all the women that have come to me, all the women that I've known personally, friends that are not involved in the spiritual community. I've seen them suffer, I've seen things happen, and I try to explain to women the things that I see, and not everybody gets it, but then, like, especially my friends or people that I know personally, they start to see the things that I'm seeing. They're like, oh my God, you're right. Like, because we all look for men for guidance and protection, and we're not getting it, guys. We're not getting it. So that's why us women need to stick together and kind of like protect each other until we really see men actually coming together and trying to protect us. Because how many times do men group together and say, oh, how do we protect women better? We're not doing a good job. It just doesn't fucking happen. And I'm just tired of it, because things have gotten to this point because no matter what side you are on any kind of spectrum, on politics, it doesn't matter, because my work is for women of all across the world. I know a lot of you guys don't even live in this country. So what you are seeing is energetic backlash to women not being able to be controlled. And we're still an easy group of people to target because we are vulnerable. You know, we are a vulnerable group of people. We like to say that we're strong, and we are strong because we've endured so much pain, so much torture, so much torment. But at the same time, they made us strong. We're not to be messed with, but we still are deserving of protection and all that stuff. So I made a certain, stance in my life that if no one was going to go to protect women, I was going to do it. And that's how I've always felt. And this is something that, if anybody knows me personally, they will attest to, that I'm actually 10 times more passionate about this in real life. Unlike some of these fucking people that pretend they give a fuck about things, but then they're out there, SD of men that don't even give a F about women. Like, yeah, those people, like, I'm not going to talk out of anger. And that's why I've been kind of slow to kind of say anything. But it's like, I've had enough of a little bit of the spiritual community just in a whole, because all of this revolves around putting men on a pedestal that they never deserve to be on in the first place. And even myself, like, I spent so much time and energy trying to help men, trying to make them listen, trying to make them see. And even men that I've helped, accomplish so much in their own lives, they've never really turned around and thanked me. If anything, I've been met with cruelty from them because of the fact that I was the one to help them and they couldn't do it on their own. It's like, it gets that bad, guys. No matter what you do for a lot of these men in this modern time, they're not going to appreciate it. So that's why I always do say, like, accountability and walking away is your strongest weapon if someone is not going to be on the same page as you guys. And of course, I believe there's still good men out there, guys. I really, really do believe that. But right now, I'm not focused on finding a man, because if a man wants to come towards me and say, hey, I support you, Alice, on the things that you're saying, and I get it, which there has been men in my channel that have done that, and shout out to you guys watching, but there's just not enough. And in my personal life too as well, there's just not enough. Like, there has been men that entertain me and talk to me because they think I'm attractive, but they think it's a joke. They think that, like, I'm just exaggerating, that all I care about is, these things because I want to be angry at men and I'm jaded. I'm like, I don't know. I don't give a fuck what they think, but this wasn't even about the cruelty done to me by men. It's about the cruelty done to women as a whole, as a collective. And I've been seeing it and peeping it for such a long time, especially groups of women that don't have as much, protection in this world. The sex trafficking is something major maybe aware of. All these dark things. It got very, very overwhelming for me. So, guys, like, your girl Alice is tired, but we'll see what your angels got to say right now. You guys are going places, though. That's the one thing I really want to say to my divine feminine. A lot of the reason why we get this backlash against men is because we're going places they can never go. And when you guys really master yourself, you're really going to be able to enter rooms that they can never enter. Because look at this King of Wands. In this deck in particular, it's a woman. And I really feel like you guys are my women who were able to not only tap into your masculine and your feminine, but you had to do this to survival. And you didn't take what was thrown at you as, I'm going to just, like, stay down and try to be validated. I'm not going to stay down, and I'm not going to be silent. So you guys are my women that get what I'm putting down. You kept going, you kept bettering yourself, and you guys are going places. We got the proposal here. I feel as though a lot of you guys watching with the proposal here in the limo, like, you've been hand selected by God, by your angels, to come down here on this purpose. And I feel for my women, or my men, or my gay men, you guys know I'm pro women's rights, whether, trans women, I'm pro gay rights. It doesn't matter. I'm not here to talk about what is a feminine energy, what isn't. That's really not my thing. My thing is whatever you guys identify with and whatever you feel the most power being in, that's what I'm here to support you guys in. And it's just my women, my feminine energies. Like, you guys have been through enough. Like, I felt your pain. Like, there's so many, it's sad that so many women have come to me and have said to me that, like, I've helped them through dark times and all these things. And I felt so abandoned by, masculine energy my whole entire life. And it's like healing yourself and then going back into dating is pretty much like a reset sometimes. Like, it just sets me back to deal with some of these issues because we keep constantly getting hurt and healing ourselves, where these men keep expecting us to heal them. But you can't do someone's healing for them. You can't do someone's healing for them. They have to choose to heal themselves. And that's why my angels have also instructed me to encourage you guys to kind of let go of someone being your person. Let go of someone being your other half. There are going to be men that are going to be waking up at this time, but it's just kind of an energy where people have come down here to learn through this awakening, this changes, and women are going to be like, the ones who kind of see it for what it is, because they've been oppressed for so long, especially certain groups of women that I like to listen to, which is like minorities, and like I like to listen to them talk about, you know, oppression more than anyone else, because they're gonna know what's up for a long time. That's why like a lot of the content that I've consumed has actually been social issues and feminist issues, because I felt the personal responsibility to make sure I am teaching you guys correctly and coming in with the facts and the knowledge, because I needed the science to back up what I was experiencing intuitively. And I was like, holy shit, like it's not good out here, guys. You know, we have the death card here. There's some serious changes going on here energetically, and I want my women to stay encouraged, because the reason why these things are happening is because you are so powerful. I actually just saw like some statistics that in some cities, women are the ones that are making the most money. And I kind of started to notice this too when it came to dating, because I was yet to really see men doing actually anything actively impressive. Yes, I do meet some from time to time, guys, but it's not nearly enough, you know? And I also feel as well, like, not only that, but it's just like, if you guys know, you've been out there dating, you've seen it, you know what it's like. Going out there dating is literally just like, am I going to be manipulated? Am I going to be, you know, used? Am I going to be gaslighted? Am I in danger? The shadow side, and Two of Pentacles. Then we have the Empress. Yep. It's like you guys have elevated to this point where it's just like astronomical. You got the King of Cups there. Interesting. Guys, I just want you guys to know that your angels are saying that, and they have always told me, like, don't give up just because things are getting a little heated, you know, like intense out there. And I feel like there is going to be masculine energies that are going to be waking up to seeing like what the hell is going on, you know, with us and everything like that. But for now, we really got to like stick together. I really do feel that way. We really need to support one another during this time period. You know, like I said before, I never really got myself involved in, you know, political things when it comes to spirituality. I got women all across the world watching me, all different religions, all different backgrounds. I personally believe in God, but I don't really push that on anybody. But what I really feel like, you know, if you have a true connection with God, I feel like, you know, the other side, they're going to tell you that, you know, this is the women here. We're the ones who know what's going on, you know? You guys have the power to influence and change the world. You know, you were chosen here for this purpose. And I do feel like a lot of you guys watching, like, especially my strong women, like, this is your time, you know? This is your time to really show what you're made of, you know? I just can't stress enough that, you know, even we got the King of Cups here, and then we got the Empress on the other side. And I think that, like, with the King of Cups and the Death card, the Four of Swords, it's like, you know, God, your angels are trying really hard to wake up the masculine, especially with the King of Cups there. I think there's like certain men that are a little bit more in tune with like women and empathy, but it's not enough, but it is a good amount. So I feel like you guys are continuing to stand in your power. And look at you guys doing all this shadow work and not letting these things in the universe throw at you, stop you from influencing people in a positive light. Like, you guys never let any of this shit thrown at you, harshness thrown at you, stop you. And like I always say before, I have cruelty done to me by men, but also women as well. But a lot of these women who have done these cruel things to me was to appease men or for the validation of men. And a lot of times, you know, it's women that are just so unhealed by masculine energies that they're still seeking that validation. So I kind of saw where it was rooted from, and I empathize with those women too, because it's just that they thought that would gain them the approval or the love. But in reality, I don't really ever think that being in your power stops you from getting male attention. It actually gets you higher quality, but also scares away anyone that doesn't have any good intentions at all. But anyways, we got the Leap of Faith and First Impression Rose. Yeah. It's crazy because I do feel like my women out there watching, there's men that actually look up to you guys, and I've been channeling that, like the people you date look up to you. You guys are here holding a leadership role, and it's still so taboo that, you know, men can look up to women, but it is a true reality, and I think you guys are going to be seeing a lot of that. So continue to stand in your power and speak your truth. Don't be afraid to speak up for whatever it is you guys are passionate about. I just see, like, with the Moon card here as well, and then we have this drama energy. Yeah, you guys are afraid that if you speak your mind, or that you say speak with your emotions and your facts, that people are gonna call you dramatic or logical. But it's like, we've been gaslit for so long, ladies, that like I think we're just tired of it. Like, look at what has happened, and now we actually have something to attach like what we've been experiencing for so long, especially with the misogyny issues that I've been talking about, and the cruelty for women I've been talking about. Guys, I have story after story after story after story, because I think my angels really want me to see some shit, to ingrain in my head, like, yeah, this is a real issue and we need to talk about it, because you guys just want to have a partner in life so badly, just someone you see as an equal, and you guys are not even one for abandoning the masculine, and it's like they want to make it seem like we want to just like control or take them, when in reality all we ever wanted from men was for them to be compassionate, to see us as equals. That's all we ever wanted from them. We wanted them to be honest with us and authentic with us and real with us and stop trying to manipulate and control us. But they couldn't do that. They couldn't stand for that. They couldn't stand for the fact that they couldn't control us. And like I always said before, not about politics, because I've met men on both ends of the spectrum that have been cruel to me. One group just pretends to give a fuck, and the other one just blatantly doesn't. That's the only difference. And it's a hot take, but these are things I had to learn personally through experiences, again, because I never was this vocal about this stuff. I've always been about empowering women. You guys seen my work, but I didn't realize how much it was needed and what I was really here to do until about a year and a half ago when I started to get very vocal. So yeah, you're just saying stop worrying. Your selfishness is recognized, right? It does kind of feel like sometimes you're giving. You're trying, and no one's hearing you guys, and no one's seeing like all this effort you're putting in. Even when it comes to you guys in your dating life, like, you've been so selfless, giving to this masculine energies to care for them, to nurture them, to heal them, to help them, and they still don't see your pain. You still don't see their suffering. And it's crazy because like, even when men have treated me cruelty, people will meet me with, well, they had a hard life, but it's like, what about us? We've had hard lives. We've probably been through more than most, but we've been taught to say that we shouldn't have dressed that way. We shouldn't have acted that way. And it pisses me off too that I see on TikTok women say, oh, you're getting played. Women, it's like it'd be our own people. Oh, you're getting played. It's because you're not smart enough. It's because there is the sense where, I've spoken to you guys about, if a man is coming and repeating the same cycles again and again and again and again, yes, of course, sometimes we gotta wake up and be like, he's not gonna change. But if he's manipulating you and playing mind games, what are you guys gonna do, And on top of it, like, I feel like even then, just because somebody does not have the capacity to understand manipulation and mind games and game does not make them someone that deserves abuse. It's almost like a lot of heavy victim blaming going on too. But it's like we have developed this, put ourselves onto game, love ourselves, heal ourselves, just so we can protect ourselves. But it also turns into blaming ourselves too for the cruelty that we've experienced when it comes to love, dating, and relationships. Because I have yet to meet a woman that has never been cheated on, manipulated, felt like they were used for sex, lied to, and these men think that they're winning. But when you take from the feminine and when you hurt the feminine, you only play yourself. Like, this is not, these men want to speak about God, they want to speak about righteousness, but they can't even look in the mirror. And, they gotta meet their maker one day, But karma's coming right now. Things are happening in live action, guys. I'm not one to just like gas you guys up, but I've been seeing my feminine energies. I've been watching a lot of women have a lot of support of other women and just encouraging women, and it's a beautiful thing because I feel like if we stick together, we can really change the world, guys. I know that like idealism is like something that may come across in this type of readings, but where a lot of my content, even at times too, when I'm channeling in, but the angels are telling me this, so I'm gonna say it, it's not idealistic to want a society where women's voices are heard. That's human rights. Let's see, imagine dating where it's just about compatibility and not about survival. Imagine dating where it's about just figuring out what you like and respecting each other versus like, oh, is this guy just using me? If I put out too soon, is he gonna judge me? If I wear this, is he gonna judge me? And it's crazy because this was actually from when I was out dating in Florida. And this is a story for a different day, but I had a mask because I like to express myself, and it said like F what they say. It was like a stupid little mask, and it was actually a guy that wasn't even on like the right side, more on the left side. So, that also says a lot. And he's like, well, your mask was a red flag. And I said, why? Because I have an energy where I don't care what people think. And it's that crazy how something like that could be seen. Something like that already set the tone for, I didn't notice, but it was a red flag. Like, something like that set the tone for what type of person that really was. And this person, who ended up making more money than me, by the way, ended up being very insecure about my work and my career, and, acted out on that. I'm just putting it out there, guys. So, or also, like, these type of men will ghost or act cruel if they don't get what they want. And that's why I'm always saying, like, don't trust the words, trust actions when it comes to dating, relationships, men. Help is on the way, and the time is now. Yeah. Your angels are saying, like, not to give up on whatever it is that you guys want to accomplish here in life. Like, I know right now I'm having a feminist tone because my direction is going to be focused on, I don't know, getting women's rights back. Like, this is what I have to kind of direct some of my energy towards. I'm going to be probably raising some money. I have some things I want to do, maybe go on live and start doing, I'm going to start doing something because I cannot be sitting here and just, like, it's silence. I know I've been speaking out about feminism and women for a long time, but now this is just like a call into action for me. It's like I'm not surprised my angels woke me up to this stuff, because they knew what way the world was going. They knew that men were going to retaliate against us. It was only a matter of time, and I've already seen it on a personal level. I've seen it, this being out with down in the streets of Miami, and some guy walks past a girl 21 years old. You're a whore, you're never gonna be anything in this world. And and they don't expect women to fight back, but your girl's from Jersey, and I said, hey, don't you ever talk to my friend like that? And I was cussing this man out, and he looked scared, because they will attack us because they are weaker than us. They will attack us because they are threatened by our power. And there are so much men that I've came to their face and I've been raged in, and they were scared, because I'm not saying for you guys to do that, please. It's too dangerous. I'm reckless in my shit, but don't be fighting in that kind of way, because I can't even say that that's going to be safe for a lot of women too, because I just happen to be like on one, and probably just, I don't know, guys. I've actively just tried to fight against these energies every single day of my life, and it's personally very exhausting. So when I just see a lot of this magical thinking that we're just going to be able to manifest our twin flame to transform and change, let me tell you guys, I'm a very powerful ass bitch, and I have caused transformation in men, but I could not turn a sinner into a saint. I cannot turn a narcissist into an empath. I cannot change a man for the life of me, and I quit trying. I caused a lot of positive change. I'm like, why am I doing this work for them though? I don't need to fucking light a candle for you to act right. You need to just figure it out on your own, because we should just start to just abandon them the way they've done to us. And that's where I learned the true power was in anyway, because even my first relationship, toxic dude, but I learned to walk away from him. I've always been the one to walk away, because it's just, why am I going to deal with this bullshit? I'm not going to do it. But it's like that has the most powerful effect than any other thing that you could do. You could talk, you could beg, you can cry, you could do anything, but they're not going to hear you. You just got to walk away and ignore it. And when men really start to see that we're not giving them time of day like we used to, they're going to start to say, oh shit, like they've had enough. Because as long as there's women out there enabling these type of behaviors, shaming women, and the women out there saying, oh, to other women, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, being feminine, you're too masculine now, you're not passive enough. What if I told you we only are what we need to be to survive? And it's so ignorant to tell women to change for men that were never going to treat us right in the first place. I mean, look at history, guys. Your girl's ranting, but you guys know I'd be on one. Like, I just didn't want to I just don't want to come across as angry, but I am, and I've been, Let it unfold. It's out of your control. And pay attention to other aspects of your life. Yeah, do as much as you can to actively combat some of these things that's been going on in the world or around you. Like I always say, but there's other things in your life that still need attention, still need care. I see as well, help's on the way. It's out of your control. A lot of you guys may feel overwhelmed with some of these energies or things going on. How can I help? How can I do this? And I feel like just do the most you can to speak when you need to, hold men accountable when you need to, hold other women accountable when you need to, educate people on, why it's important for women to have rights. I can't believe I can't believe I've even gotten to this point. I can't believe I'm to this point, where I literally, and it's crazy because I've mentioned women's rights for so long, and even the mention of that has triggered other women on my channel to be like, oh, be above this, be above this. I am not above talking about women's issues. This is what I'm here to do. And if you think being spiritual is pretending that you're God and manifesting your life out of selfishness and ignoring everything else that goes on around you, especially as a woman, let me tell you one thing. You're never going to be picked and chosen. You're never going to be loved, because that's not what love is. Love is not, you're just going to attract selfish shit from their own selfish energy. My women out there watching, when you guys are my divine feminines, my givers, my empresses, you are the ones that are going to get the happily ever after, because your energy is love. A true divine feminine does not act out of approval of other women or even men. A true divine feminine acts in her true loving nature, which is to be caring about what goes on with people, what goes on in the world, and to truly love herself. And to dim yourself down for anybody is going to result in you guys or anybody not being happy. You guys keep powering up, keep leveling up, keep being what you're here to be. Seriously, your self is being recognized by God, your angels. You may not feel heard. You may feel lost. You may feel bullshit. We got that 10 of Cups there, and not only that, we got a King of Cups here. Self-elimination. Don't worry about people that leave your life during this time period. Don't worry about people that are too afraid to come near you or too close to you, because you let them fear you guys. Be angry. Be mad. We got the 3 of Wands. Yeah, blindsided. I feel like a lot of you guys just feel very blindsided, and a lot of you guys, the problem is like maybe you just feel like too insecure to say something or that, you know. But I really feel at the end of the day, like right now, like especially for women who support women, like we need as much support as we need. You guys know I live in New Jersey, so you know, I just moved back to New Jersey. I was in Florida up until last year. You know, I've been called back up here, and like now I don't know, Florida maybe going. I'm not sure if it's like, but I'm pretty sure it's a super red state. So it's just it's scary to me, you know, that I've had women personally that are you all are probably gonna know women personally affected by these decisions that men are making for us. We got gossip, final two, possessive, the producer, for the right reasons. Yeah, when you speak with love, no matter how much you guys may feel like people are not on the same page, when you're doing it for the right reasons and when you're speaking out for the right reasons, you will always be rewarded. And I feel like you guys, you're just getting started on what you're here to do as well. I always say that. But waking up is also just seeing, you know, some of you guys may have trouble sleeping like I do. I've been having a lot of issues sleeping, and we got the Queen of Swords. Yeah. When it's ready to tell people off, you guys gotta do that. You know, a whole lot of cutting people off, a whole lot of holding people accountable. Got the Nine of Pentacles there too as well. So I see that, you know, you guys already built yourself up to this strong point. You already built yourself up to this independent point so that you can get to this situation where you need to be to protect yourself, to keep yourself safe. Look at all of these women in the Four of Wands, and I love that because you guys like still enjoy your time. Especially, I always say that I've had the most rewarding relationships with women, even though yeah, some women have been not the best towards me. I still always have the most love and compassion towards women, and I've definitely have the best relationships with them, and I feel their support. And it's crazy because a lot of people like, or people, even people in the spiritual community, I try to tell me like, oh, like, what are you, a lesbian or something? And I'm like, why do I have to be romantically attracted to women to care about them, to nurture them? Because clearly if that was the case, then men would be treating us a lot better, right? It's like, no, you don't have to be attracted to someone. If anything, it gives you the most objective version of love. And that's what love is. Loving your sisters, your brothers, everything like that. I find a personal responsibility to teach even my own little brother and stuff about things that go on in the world. And I also think there's a lot of hope because I spoke to a lot of, you know, younger men too, and they seem to be a little bit more open-minded, a little bit more able to have these conversations. Even a lot of the cruelty that I've had done to me has been with men my age and older, but the men that are younger than me actually are ones I'm able to maintain some like good relationships, good friendships with. So I'm 27 by the way, so I think like Gen Z, they're a little bit more exposed to social issues. Like we got a generation of people that are Sagittarius energy. They want to learn, they want to grow, they want to expand. They're here to make a difference. Like don't give up on the world, guys. Like these people are going to be voting, like. And again, I know that a lot of guys watching are from different countries or like whatever, but I just want to say my piece on it and like maybe do a little, you know, do a little something. But it's so hard to like ingrain in something that emotionally is affecting me. And still, but I've been fighting this fight for a while. I think even before this is just not, and to me, I don't see this as just one issue that we're going to fight and win. I've been seeing this as an active, energetic fight. I've been seeing energetic oppression of women for so long, and I've been speaking out about it for so long. This is just something that has manifested as like the reality. It's manifested to show us like this is what's really going on. This is really how men view us, because if they really truly cared, this never would have happened. And women are still just an afterthought, you know. And it is shocking to me that we are the first people that, you know, the easy target at the end of the day. But I think that women are highly underestimated because that's another thing about misogyny. If you were so threatened by a woman in power, then you're not as strong or you're not as amazing as you think you are. It's all stemmed from insecurity, guys. So you can crush these little boys, you know. We've got the Three of Cups there. Look at all this women energy too on this deck. I feel like you're just saying, you know, stick with women who see what you're seeing, who feel your pain, empathize with you. It's for my true divine feminines. If you don't really feel a need to stick up for women or women's rights, honestly, guys, you can go kick some rocks, unsubscribe, leave. If you don't feel the need to stand up for women, you kick some rocks. You don't have to be an active member in this, but just at least empathize, you know, with women. If you are listening to me talk about empathizing with women, caring about women, and that turns you off as a woman, and you think, well, there's bad women out there, and well, but this guy had this happen. If you're already still making excuses for men, I don't really have a place for you here. I'm sorry, because I have empathized with men, and I do, and I love men, and there's men on this channel, but I'm talking about the fact that things have gotten this far where there's still not enough, you know, there's still not enough people seeing this for what it is, you know. We got the Page of Cups there, and then we got Temperance, Four of Wands, the Magician. You guys are in a really good place. Like, what if I told you everything that you've been going through has been preparing you to standing in your power in this lifetime. I think that a lot of my women, my divine feminines, you guys have incarnated here. Your soul has lived lives as men, as women. You empathetic towards all kinds of groups of people. So you guys are my divinely appointed people to come down here during this time and speak your shit, talk your shit. You're not poo-poo brained people that just listen to what other people tell you. You're my people that woken up, you question reality, you question everyone around you, and you fall in love with men you love so deeply. You love deeply than most. So for you to walk away from a man and say, listen, you're not the person that I know. You're not the soul that I know. Like, this is a big thing, guys, here, because I think that the love that you guys have is so deep that it was so hard for you guys to let go of this idealized version of some of these men relationships that you have. But you guys love these people on a soul level. You love these men on a soul level. I think holding them accountable, they will thank you in the next life, because I think that this you know, a lot of your soulmates, guys, incarnated to learn from you in this lifetime. Like, and you guys got to hold yourself to this standard, because it's actually going to help provoke change in a lot of these masculine energies, to hold them accountable and tell them, listen, like, women are going to suffer, women are going to die, and if you don't care about that, then I really can't deal with you right now, because I've gotten to that point too. I'm not going to be entertaining people or situations that are either against or not supportive of this situation, because it's like, for me, it's a call into action. It's a call to speak out, and I'll continue on with what I do here on this channel, because I'm aware that, you know, my channel is for people all across the world, but women from all different cultures, backgrounds. Shout out if you guys are watching. You felt this oppression, especially my women in power. You felt this oppression for a long time. It was things that I've seen my whole life, and I didn't realize it was that until, you know, up until, like, you know, I've just experienced this misogyny such a high dose that it was normalized for me, yeah. Until I really, really started seeing the angels really drilled into my head. They're like, this is what it is. And I said, all right, shit. I've had exes just literally straight up tell me that, you know, I'm more successful than them, and it's threatening them. They straight up will tell, they're too insecure on me. They will straight up tell me, and still turn around and do the same type of fuck shit. Because why is it okay to treat someone so badly because you're threatened by them? I wouldn't even treat, or you're jealous of them. I wouldn't even treat people that way, even if I was, you know, like, it's so crazy, you know. I don't even know if I'm uploading this, but I guess I may, you know, but I'm gonna see, like, how it just comes out, because I'm just speaking and I'm just gonna say what I need to say, you know. Internal flame, expectancy. Yeah, I feel like your angels are saying that, like, you got this fire in your heart, your fire in your soul, and you're here to make a positive difference. Like, the angels been knowing that this stuff was going to unravel. Like, I really do feel that way, because they didn't really want to, like, tell me, but I think that, like, they've been showing me, and a lot of the issues pertaining around masculine energy and feminine energy, trying to bring down, and that's why you guys have been following me. Like, you know what I stand for. So, you know, I think that I've just been being prepped, and anyone that has been actually in tune has been prepped and in tune with this energy, and it really has shocked me to see life just goes on for some of these women in the spiritual community as well. Like, it doesn't affect them, I guess. I don't know. Or they don't want to speak about it. I don't know. People think this is controversial. I don't know. I don't care what people think. I care about helping people. So, you know, I'm going to stick to that, you know, and bringing, you know, religion into this and everything like that. I'm spiritual. I still believe in God. I believe in angels. You know, I have a tapestry of Mary on my wall, but I believe in what those energies stand for: protecting people, protecting women, and these people that talk about God, the church, like, they have no idea. Their God is a God that they've made up. Their God is not a God at all. I think that they're following selfishness, greed, power hungry, and it breaks my heart that the masculine has turned its back on the feminine. And this is something I've been aware of for a long time, probably, like, yeah. I think I've always been aware of it, and I just didn't really want to outwardly admit it, because it just feels very disheartening, because we look to men like our providers and our protectors, but lately they're going to be looking, the ones, I feel like, guys, like, they are looking to you for that, you know. And it's like, your job is not to be their mother. If they can't stand and protect the mothering energy, then you have no business mothering them. But if they can stand and protect the mother energy, then they can hang. You get what I'm saying, guys? Heaven on earth, yeah. This card's about, like, you know, it could be heaven on earth or hell on earth, and that's, like, our choice. And I think this is about, like, a collective shift. Like, us women, we can still, like, create a heaven on earth in a very peaceful environment amongst each other and support each other. You know, oh, there's Mary. See that? I just mentioned her. Blessings are coming, you know, guys. And I feel like your angels are saying expect miracles, because even with this King of Cups energy coming over here, we've got the universal heart. If you guys, your heart chakra is open, and like I always talked about, a lot of you guys having this Empress energy, you also do have the ability to make men fall in love with you, like, to be attracted to you. That's why, like, you guys can impact men on a high level too, if you hold them accountable, if you speak with your heart, speak with your truth. Like, I always tell you guys, like, being open about, you know, men, about these issues never stopped men from being attracted to me or wanting me. I sure as hell annoy them. I said, yeah, you can hang out with me but you're going to listen to a feminist rant. And whether or not they agree or not is they're on their own, but they're going to fucking listen to it. If you want to be around me, you're going to hear what the fuck is going on here, because I'm not going to unite myself or date somebody who you know, I shared on my Patreon, like, about getting to a fight about the same issue that is prevalent right now today with the masculine energy. And it's like, I stuck by my guns, because it's like, if I support a man who has ideologies that are oppressing women, then he is no partner of mine. He doesn't truly love me, and that's just the way that I view it. If he allows family or backwards thinking or even his own ego to blindside his view of me or his love for me, and I just dealt with so much ego when it comes to men being a powerful ass woman, and I'm never gonna fucking stop. I'm not gonna stop. They're just getting me started. Thank you, men, so much for literally showing us how you truly feel, because I've been trying to say this shit, guys. This is how they really feel about us. Well, we got a King of Cups here, okay, guys? Six of Pentacles. What if I told you guys, if you continue on in your power, there will be masculine energies come in and support you guys, okay? We got the star here as well. You guys got that star quality. You're here for a reason. If anybody could change the planet, it's you guys. I'm telling you guys, my light workers, my healers, my ones who get it. You may seem like a small minority. I'm telling you guys, sometimes I feel like a lot of even women around me are not getting it, but they will see. They will see. Even if they have to get pushed to that point. Even for me, it took a lot of abuse mentally, physically, emotionally on the hands of men for me to understand, like, wait a minute. I didn't deserve any of this. What in the sense of healing does it have to do with getting fucking harassed or being treated like garbage or stalked or being like, we didn't sign up for that shit. What the heck? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, enough is enough. We didn't sign up for this. What we did sign up for is making a positive impact in the world and being a powerful woman. But what does being a powerful woman entail? Enduring a lot of this darkness in men, because they're still not ready to see it. They want to be on your level, but they have not done the work. And then they want to hurt you because you're on a different level than them. Mentally, financially, attractiveness, all of the above. But women are going to change the world, guys. We got the star card here. Like, your angels are saying, you guys incarnated to make a positive impact. The most positive, badass souls are women right now. I'm telling you guys right now. And I've been seeing it. You guys can impact many, many people. The women that I know, the women that I've connected with, the women that are on my channel, the women that you guys, my single moms, my women out there doing fucking everything. And on top of that, while you were doing everything, you were taking care of a man and having a man abuse you, and you still are out there killing the game. Look how powerful you are. The same men that try to bring you down are going to see that they created a monster. So if you guys are angry, be angry. You're allowed to be angry. I'm tired of this, like, a lot of spirituality is rooted, especially this new age movement, is rooted in a lot of privilege. You know, I'm just going to say it because it's just like privilege to ignore what really goes on in the world. And if you are truly a humanitarian and in tune, you're not going to be able to ignore this shit for much further. You know, and it's like a lot of those spiritual women that are ignoring these things are still, you know, suffering at the hands of men as well. So I wish, you know, if you are somebody that, you know, is kind of like on the fence about, oh, do I say something, do I don't? Maybe, you know, start by just a little bit like holding people accountable in your own personal life for, you know, viewpoints that could be unhealthy towards women, like the little things here and there. I've always was challenging, you know, the status quo ever since I was young, and you know that's probably why I've been met with a lot of cruelty towards men. You know, I've never taken their shit, and I think that's why, you know, I may have gotten at a higher dose. But just because I speak my mind does not make me someone that deserves to be treated cruelly or badly, just like you guys. But again, don't put yourself in any danger. You guys are not gonna do that. You're very smart. Move in silence. Like, some of you guys are not outward yet with like, you know, some of these things you want to do to make a positive impact in the world. But again, not all you guys are, you know, being called towards maybe this issue in particular, but there's a lot of issues going on right now that need attention. But right now, for me, immediately, this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to do a lot of different things. You know, I'm helping people through awakenings. I'm here to just like help light workers, healers, narcissistic abuse, all those things like are very passionate to me. I'm helping you guys evolve. Let's release the victim blaming and spirituality. Let's release the, oh, I can manifest, you know, this out of my life. No, it's time to take action. And sometimes on the physical realm is what's necessary. The Six of Cups there. We got the Lovers. The Hangman. You can change the mind of the people that love you guys, okay? That angels are saying you can change the mind. The divine feminine, look, she's the Empress, King of Cups. You got some King of Cups around you guys. Are they emperors yet? No. But the kings cannot be emperors if they do not love and respect women. They are not going to be emperors, because emperors protect, emperors provide. And you got a King of Cups here. If they can empathize enough with you guys, what you're speaking about and your experiences, and you guys can start talking about it, not even on a grand scale, but just, you know, with the thing, like with people all around you, enough is enough. But, you know, I've made it my personal responsibility to communicate with men about women's issues for a while. So like I said, anyone that knows me personally can back it up. I'm probably 10 times more annoying in real life, because I just can't see myself over focusing on finding a man when I see that these issues are so prevalent. And even myself, I know that I probably could, but I really, really want to see the majority of women in happy, healthy relationships, or at least have that possible for us before really anything else. And that's why my main focus is on, you know, bringing this reality forward. And if there's going to be a man in my life to support me and coming in there, you guys know that I'm gonna be very proud of this person, and I will make sure that they got all their boxes checked off and they empathize with women and all these things. And I think this person exists, but we sometimes got to lead them into this light, because women are energetically leading right now. It may not view in the world view, it may not seem that way, but our leaders are not at the energetic maturity levels that the women are at. So if we can get women in power, stay in power, guys, stay in power in your jobs, stay in power in leadership. And that's kind of why men have been, you know, called out for saying like, oh, we don't care about your job, or we don't want a woman that makes more money than us. It's just energetic ways of trying to bring you down. And a lot of women have and will give up their career and their life for a guy, but what does that really do for any of us? Is he loyal? Is he providing? And chances are very slim these days. If you want to be provided for, you're going to be called a gold digger, this or that. But if you make more money than them, you're going to call a career woman, going to die with your cats. Like, that's why I'm just saying that, like, either which way you turn this, we're not going to win anyway. So we might as well just speak our mind and be ourselves and speak from our heart. We're badass, we're attractive, we're amazing. Men will listen to us because they have no choice, because we're speaking out, we're saying our shit. And other women too, as well, you know. Even the spiritual community. I did a story, and I saw I did a story. I was mad as hell, but it was just like I was saying to women, like, especially in the spiritual community, like, y'all want to be picked so badly by men that you are neglecting your women around you. And I said, that's fine. You want to be like that. You want to be in that energy. That's fine. You want to do everything for yourself. Fine. But what you're not going to do is be out there calling yourself a chosen one. I'm a chosen one. I'm a chosen one. Chosen. I always said chosen for what? Like, if God chose you, what did he choose you here for? Sometimes women gotta really ask themselves that. Men gotta really ask themselves that, because all these people want to talk about God. They want to talk about righteousness. They want to talk about doing the right thing. But just ask yourself, what am I here to do? Do all my needs wrap around myself? Have I stepped on another woman or man to get what I wanted out of life? And for my women out there, you know, to follow like spiritual leaders or teachers that like want to tell you like that you are entitled to a man that's in another relationship with another woman, or that you deserve him because that's your twin flame, and to put another woman down. This is not what we're here to do, okay? That's why I'm so actively against the twin flame community, because it comes from an entitlement from women as well, that this man is yours and he may never be. Even if he is your soulmate, if he prefers to be with Susie Q over there, leave her alone, you know? Like, I just don't get the whole attacking other women when you could put your time and energy towards bettering yourself and attracting better towards yourself and building yourself up. Like, this is spoken from a place of heart, a place of truth, but maybe some of the spiritual community, I get it, it doesn't really revolve around growing spiritually. I guess I really realized that a long time ago. But that being said, can we at least like stick together and support women? That's just what I want to do here. I'll probably just like post resources when I get the chance. I've been doing research about like charities that I would want to donate to, and like, you know, resources for women, because a large majority of you guys are going to be affected by some of the things going on in the world. And yeah, divine feminine takes care of other feminines. She doesn't put the masculine before everybody else if the masculine is hurting everyone else, right? She doesn't put a masculine above her needs. She sees the masculine as an equal, as he does to her. And together, they only raise consciousness if they're people that believe in making the world a better place. And I ain't fucking seeing it from the men. I'm not seeing it. I see some men, but not enough. I don't know any personally right now. Maybe possibly. We'll see. Some are on, you know, what's it called? Probation. Like, we'll look and watch and see. But I'm skeptical, because it's, at the end of the day, it's like, just like any other issue, you got to truly educate yourself and put yourself in someone else's shoes. And a lot of people just don't know how to do that. But I think we can all stick together on this, you know. But anyways, guys, that's all I really got to say about that, because I just want to let you guys know that I saw the Hangman and the Lovers and Six of Swords. It's like, I feel like you guys are going to see that if you stand in your power, Queen of Cups, and speak your truth and speak from your heart and speak out, there's going to be positive changes, okay? Three of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. For a lot of you guys watching, I see a masculine energy here coming in that has our eyes on you, that, you know, so I feel like love is going to be a thing still in your life, but I know a lot of you guys who are like me, you can't really like focus on that right now. But the hopeless romantic, I think that here to make friends, right? And we got self-elimination. Yeah, let people leave your life who are not in alignment with let what's going on in the world right now, what's going on with women right now, or men right now, show you like who truly cares about women or not, because that would be your best way to eliminate these type of energies, that if they don't really want to stand by your side or give an F about these things, then they're not probably ever going to be in any witch level to be a partner. Use that as a dating factor, eliminating factor when it comes to dating. It should be easy now. You guys should really be able to pick out, you know, masculines that are standing, you know, besides women and helping and supporting them. And if you're not seeing enough of it, just wait until you see it. But I see that, you know, the love is going to be in your guys' life, okay? But you got to continue to cut off people in situations that are not in supportive of these issues. You know, I've been talking like this, I've been saying this, but a lot of people are like, you know, you can just cut people off. I don't agree with you, but I think I always tell you guys this when it comes to human rights and equal rights, or seeing you as an equal. I think that's where we draw the line, because if you guys are in your power, you're just never going to be able to be in a happy relationship with someone that is not seeing you as, you know, somebody that is an equal, or someone to even look up to, you know, because you guys actually deserve to be looked up to, never mind seen as an equal. Like, I think that there's some men in this planet that will actually humble themselves down and be like, I actually look at you as a role model. And I think that a lot of men energetically, I've been reading for you guys that feel that way, but they don't have the balls to say it. But you guys may actually end up seeing that as you know, we move forward in this journey, because there's transformations happening left and right. It's time for us to really wake up and speak our truth, you know. Nourishment, transformation. Yeah, transformation happening all around us, guys. Directions and journey. You guys will, if you don't know what to do next in your life, like peace, you guys will, I feel like you guys are going to operate from a place of peace and strength. And yeah, wisdom keeper. My women out there, like, you guys have been granted powers and gifts and all this stuff from the divine source, because of the fact that we need it right now. Like, you guys are in power because you have this, just because of it. A lot of masculines don't have that pull, that leadership that women have right now. And I've been kind of noticing that was where a lot of jealousy was coming from men in my life, that people didn't listen to them the way that people have listened to me in my lifetime. But it's because they're not speaking from the heart. If they start really learning from you guys and learning how to be an empathetic, caring person in this world, they might get that same amount of success and love from others as well. But they do everything for selfish reasons. They have to go through a transformation. Allow the masculine to transform, guys. Step aside from masculine energies if they're not doing their part, okay? That's the biggest message here that I'm getting at. This is for my true divine feminines, the girls who get it, and the girls who don't. You guys got a whole lot of love pouring out of you, and a lot of these masculines do really love you guys, but they still have had the humbling experiences to bring down their ego and see, you know, what's truly going on here. Or yeah, we got the Queen of Cups there with the King of Cups. There is energy of, you know, people that are going to be able to empathize with you guys, okay? We got the Strength card there too as well. We got the Ace of, and I see clarity coming, Seven of Swords. Yeah, I think that, like, behind the scenes, there's just been so much like abuse towards women that has been kind of like gaslighty, you know. But now, like, things are kind of coming to the surface, where I see that people are going to be seeing it now, that men can see it too. Because it's like sad that I had to sit with men and be like, okay, women are being treated badly. Well, men get treated badly too. I say, okay, but let's slow down here. Which one of your guy friends you know that's actually loyal? Well, you know, not really. And which one of your guy friends, like, actually dogged out a woman and then started to cry wolf when she actually left? Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, which one of your guy friends, like, is actually a loyal and good boyfriend? Or not very many. That's what I thought. And that's not, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta sit with them like children and fucking teach them, Jesus Christ, about empathy and kindness. And it's true that, you know, you guys got the power, all right? We got this King of Swords there. And don't argue with people that are not willing to listen to your perspective, guys, because there's plenty of people that are willing to just defend this position that men have because it benefits them, of course. But that's what I'm saying. The biggest question is, what are you doing for others? Like, you know, when it doesn't benefit you. And that's why, even in general, yes, I know for a fact that, like, I could just, you know, ignore these issues, but what benefit would that do for me? Like, you know, or I could lie and say twin flame and get millions of more views and money, but what does it do for me? Or I could sponsor, try to sell you guys shit products. I could corrupt myself so much, but I'm sorry, but I stand with my angels, and I'm doing what I'm here to do. I don't give a fuck about anything else, to be honest, these days. because the darkness that I've seen that have men that have done to the women that I care about, it just it has struck a nerve in me for so long. And yeah, and I try to speak to men about this, and they're the first to gaslight me and say, oh, you know, it's just the choices that you're making. What choice have I made to be mistreated? You tell me that, because I actively fight every day to better myself, to better the lives of the people that I love, and even the men that have treated me badly. And same for you guys. So I hope you guys can just sit and vibe with this message a little bit. Obviously, if you haven't noticed, I am pro women's rights. I am not gonna ever change that opinion. There's just gonna be too much harm done to women by decisions made by men, and it's just been going on for too long, and now this is gonna really affect me on an energetic level. So I hope that I can hold it together, because I'm someone who's very in tune with women and the suffering of women, and I'm here to really help that as best as I can. So I hope you guys can resonate with that. But just know, you need to have them good messages for you guys. They're saying happiness, you will find it. Stop worrying. It's whatever's out of your control right now. Don't stress over it. You guys done the work. You've done the shadow work to prep for this, to become powerful, to become aware, to become in your power. You've been working on this. Every single man that has hurt you and brought you down, brought you to this point where you can't tell them, listen, you've done nothing for me, so you don't got a say in what I'm about to do next. Okay? There has been no man that has come into my life to help me to get to the position that I am in. And, I've had some try, and I've had, help being stripped of me when I didn't do what they wanted me to do, or I didn't date them, or I didn't do this or didn't that. I've had the manipulation of help, but I never really had real help. Up until now, I still accept it from it. I mean, I've seen better coming in. I see that there will be people out there, but sometimes the quickest way to get there is to identify the ones that just ain't gonna get it. And some of you guys, you call them your twin flame, you call them your soulmate, you call them your brothers, you call them your father, you call them this, you call them that. But if they can't say this, I feel for the suffering of my daughter, my wife, my niece, my sister, and if they can't stand for that, then we're not going to enable in the same direction, because there's way too many women out there coddling, and when they should have been kicking these motherfuckers to the curb a long fucking time ago. We got the Six of Wands, and you guys are gonna rise. You're gonna rise. I feel like a lot of you guys who are on platforms on social media, I really feel like your angels are saying that they're backing you on this stuff. I actually literally the Six of Wands. I have gotten the Six of Wands candle too, and I feel like, it's time for you guys to rise up and speak your pieces. And I see that if you guys operate from a place of just supporting women and just being you, I see that good things are going to come. And again, for men out there watching who are not actively in any type of social media, but you care about these things, keep rising up, keep leveling up, keep getting this position of power, keep speaking your mind, keep supporting other women. Watch the world change, because we're not dealing with this shit, But the Queen of Wands here, we already are good without men. They've done this to us. They've already made us so good without them that they have to force us to have kids. Think about that. That's how much they've given us the ick. We don't even want to have their babies anymore. That's bad. I'm not even interested. I'm not interested. Dreams of settling down have turned into dreams of rebellion, and I'm a romantic, and I still am praying and motivating and speaking to men, hoping they wake up and take my side and stand by my side too as well. And for my men out there watching, shout out. Gay men, you guys have mostly always been allies here, and trans women as well. Anybody, men out there watching that you guys are straight to, but you identify with these energies and you care. You guys have always been on my side. I'm talking to you guys about other people, I like to say I'm always including everybody in here. And oh my gosh, I can't even sometimes talk about that without some people in the comments saying, I'm tired of the what is it called? The PC speech. It's not a fucking PC speech. It's a speech about inclusivity. But I'm not a fucking censored ass person. I don't give a shit what people think. I'm speaking from my heart. And that started to really trigger people. Then you guys are, then some of these people, I don't know what the fuck they're following, but they ain't fucking people that are listening to the good energy. I don't know what they're talking to on the other side, but it ain't the same angels I'm talking to. We got the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Swords. The Sun, Ten of Wands. Yeah, also I do want to say as well, for my women out there watching too, the angels also suggest you guys educate yourself on social issues. Listen to women that, have been repressed or feeling more repressed than other groups of women, for a long time, speaking about these things. I've made it my mission to do that. I actually, got very aware of a lot of things that are still very prevalent in this country, or things that have been swept under the rug. And, you know, this is not the first, you know, offense towards women. Anyone that thinks that this is like some kind of big shock, it's not. This type of stuff has been going on for so long. Men with podcasts have been speaking about how they don't see us as shit with millions and millions and millions of followers, like, for so long. Like, this is actually, I actually feel like it's been picking up because of the fact that instead of men leveling up with us, they're starting to really resent us, and it's becoming kind of dangerous because I've been seeing this happening. It's kind of like worse, but I think it's kind of backlash energy from women actually really taking these power and control, because it was cool when we were in the workforce, when we still were their wives and we still were sacrificing half of ourselves and still contributing. Actually, they were making money off of us, and we were raising their family, doing all the work. But lately, women have woken up to the fact that we've been scammed and bamboozled, you know? A lot of these men are saying, yeah, go ahead, yeah, women in the workforce, woohoo. But they only love it when it was been their benefit, not when we were their bosses, not when we were in charge, or not when we're making more money than them and we could tell them to fucking kick rocks and get out of the house because they ain't contributing shit. Yeah, now they don't like it anymore. When we start to be able to actually hold them accountable in a way that's more than our words that they could twist and manipulate, you know? We can actually physically have power because women are making money now, women have power now. And that's why I'm saying don't ever shame yourself if you're a career woman, if you're hardworking. And of course, if you're a woman that just wants to have a child and you just want to be protected and provided for by a man, you should be able to find somebody too as well. You should have that right in any which way possible. And I'm all for protecting feminine energy and what it wants to be. But that's why I speak out about this stuff, because I've been seeing too much, guys. I'm seeing too much. Your ass is tired. But I feel like, you know, any spark of inspiration you guys have, we got a Knight of Cups here. I feel like you guys are going to inspire your soulmates as well. Like, when they see that you're stepping out with this new flame, with this new power, you're out there supporting women, like that's a very attractive thing, guys. It really truly is, because energetically speaking, to be a pick-me never actually gets anyone picked. I'm just letting anybody know, like, there's plenty of women out there. I've seen them. Actually, I'm not going to lie to you guys, every single pick-me girl that I've known as a friend that has betrayed me, it was over a man that never really wanted them anyway, or men around them started to come towards me. And I think it's kind of karmic, because it's like, if a woman is throwing you under the bus for approval of men, you know, God and angels are going to make sure she ain't getting that fucking approval, because he ain't playing around no more. I feel like we've been given the power and the torch for a reason, okay? Men, give me that microphone. You've been fucking shit up for too long, and I'm tired of it. And men that are listening, you're welcome to stand up next to me. I don't want to be in charge of you. I want you to just care about us. That's all I want. I don't want to even lead. I wanted you guys to do what you were here to do, which is to take care of us and protect us. But you brought us to this point where now we got to stand up and fucking take that shit, okay? And that's all I got to say, guys. All right. So I hope you guys do like this message. I was going off, but you know, you're all this passionate motherfucker, and I'll never stop being that way, okay? This is what I'm here to do. See? Pay attention to your thoughts and ideas. They come to us as answered prayers. Like, you know, these thoughts, these ideas, these things you care about, these are prayers. These are from the angels. This is from the other realm. Leadership. You're being called to lead, guys. Passion. And some of you guys have different means through, you know, expressing yourself. Even being a woman in a leadership position and in your power, you don't have to actively do anything besides just keep staying in your power, guys. Some of you guys, okay, I get it. Like, you have things going on. You can't always fight the good fight, but just keep staying in your power. That's all I ask of you guys. And empathize and support women, even behind the scenes, you know. That's all. That's the least bit I can ask. And also try to hold men accountable for their mistreatment of women, because I've been doing this for a long time as well. And a victory is coming, guys, okay? I see that I dream of relationship harmony. Like, I dream of a world where men and women are just like an empathy and kindness to one another, where dating for women is not survival. It's not having to watch a 500 pick of cards to figure out why this man is hurting you. This doesn't have to be this way, you know? This has, women have awakened to this point because we've been so mistreated. Like, I think a lot of you guys will empathize with that, and we've had enough. And I think that, you know, men have been in charge of spirituality for so long, but look at the way the world is turning. You know, the younger generations, they have stepped away from spirituality, and they've stepped away from religion, and because they see the deception in it, they see the control mechanisms. It was never about protecting other people. Maybe for some people, you know, some people are well-intentioned. I'm not saying all church is bad, but I am saying right now, to strip women of power in the name of God is a blatant disrespect and a slap in the face to the divine feminine. And anybody that stands by a man with this opinion of stripping women of their power is no divine feminine at all, okay? And that's a hot take for some people, but it's not a hot take for me. And I'm very blessed and to be brought up in an environment in New Jersey. At least, believe me, I've seen misogyny from day one. Don't get me wrong, guys. But very blessed to be brought up in New Jersey, where outside New York City, where at least women, strong women have been, you know, coming, you know, they've been coming up here for a long time. You know, New York City women, they're gonna be silenced, you know. As Cardi B always said, they say I'm too loud, I'm too this, you see what I see, you end up like this. So that's what I'm talking about, ladies, okay? So talk your shit. I know other areas it's like gonna be a little more difficult because I have some guy friends here up in New Jersey, but I wasn't able to maintain any healthy relationships with men down in Florida or even in Arizona or any other places that I've traveled to. It's mainly just the guys up here that, you know, could actually just like respect what I gotta say. It's that bad. We got the 10 of Wands, the Moon, the High Priestess. Yeah, a lot of you guys are getting a lot of psychic downloads right now. So, you know, some ideas, divine inspiration. I feel like your angels are trying to help you guys, you know, pour your good energy out into the world. And we got the Emperor there, and then we have the Ace of Wands, the Four of Swords, King of Wands, and the Sun. Yeah, I feel like you guys are going to see some masculine energies starting to surprise you too as well in a positive sense. So, you know, I feel like don't give up hope on that. I know I never do, but I think I just had to really wake up to the cruelty of men. So it's left me in a little bit of a place of like skepticalness. And I think that's where we need to be. They need to earn our trust back now, ladies. Like all of you guys have been treated badly by men. Like come in the comment section, you guys already know. A lot of you younger girls are like watching. You're like, I don't even date Alice. I already see this. Like you guys are woke. You already know that's going to be not good for you. But I think that you guys can have hope in like some of the younger generation, especially because you women, especially the younger women, are holding the men in your lives accountable already because you're already seeing it firsthand. All these issues that have been going on in the world or are going on right now. What a crazy time, you know. But I guess it's always been there. It's just coming up to the surface. Sadness in female, yeah. Some of you guys are, you know, upset because you just didn't think that things would go backwards in this way. But just think of it as a sign that, like, just because you give somebody rights does not mean you, like, does think that they deserve that right. Does that make sense? Just because, like, it's kind of like the energy of, like, oh, we gave you rights, but, like, so just shut up. Like, but it's not just shut up because now you so easily will take it away from us and other, I'm not surprised other groups of people are going to start being, you know, going. You guys know your girl is just tired. I just try my best here to make a positive impact, and I'm gonna keep doing that, and I'm gonna keep talking my shit, and no one's gonna stop me. So yeah, fuck what they say. Yeah, fuck what they say, guys. And again, for anyone that thinks that this is politics or American issues or to stay out of it, you're not seeing the big picture here. You're not seeing the big picture because, like I always said, I've been treated very badly from both men's on both spectrums. Some of these men that actively were feminists were the cruelest to me. It was an act. They're communal narcissists. Like they actually loved using women's agenda to benefit themselves in their lives because they realized it works for them. But it's not going to work for me. And you guys, and you don't fool me. And some of the men, none of these men, they don't fool me anymore. Maybe at one point they did because I liked what they were saying, but you guys don't fool me anymore. What doesn't fool me is action. I don't care what side, whose side, what left, this, that. I don't give a fuck, you know? I give a fuck about the person that you are. I don't care what religion, I don't care what you believe, I don't care if you're atheist, I don't care if you believe in God. What type of person are you? Like, that's what this shit comes down to. So yeah, justice is coming, guys, okay? The scales of balance always kind of tiptoe back, and since men have always had this power and control and we're claiming it back, they're just trying to, like, you know, gravel at the little bits and pieces they have left, but instead of just leveling themselves up and, I don't know, getting therapy or some shit, now they gotta keep trying to take from us. That's all right, though, guys. We're the most powerful we've ever been, and we're just getting started, so. Anyway, shout out to my women watching, or my feminine energies, or my men, or whoever's still here. You know, your girl's about to go off, and I want to put the collective channel, but I'm not going to be shy about talk about this stuff. And this is not the beginning, it's not the end. Like, I've been talking about this stuff. You guys know me. You probably thought Alice ain't. She's been talking about this shit. That's right. That's right. I've been in tune to this stuff. And I'm glad that, you know, a lot of you guys are seeing it so that we can actually, like, stick together and stop putting men on a pedestal who can't even speak out against our rights. All right? Because, like, let that be a physical evidence to the eye, because we couldn't have that before we got gaslit. But there's nothing to gaslight when they do up, not my dog, not my fight. All right, we'll see about that when you want to come around me. All right? So I hope you guys like that message. Bye, guys.